The Detroit Tigers are at a crucial crossroads, and fans are buzzing with speculation about potential trades as we approach the deadline. The team has rebounded somewhat after a dreadful May, starting June on a high note, showing glimpses of the potential that many of us believed they possessed. With health improving and even Colt Keith flashing some unexpected power, there was a flicker of hope. But now, as we stand on the precipice of a critical moment in the season, the question looms large. Can the Tigers claw their way back into contention, or are we looking at a long, arduous rebuild yet again? Let me know where you're watching from and your thoughts on the Tigers' recent performance. Are you feeling optimistic or pessimistic about the future? Comment below and share your opinions. As it stands, the Tigers have faltered, posting a 5-5 record over their last 10. Not catastrophic, but certainly not enough to erase the significant hole they've dug for themselves. At just 6.5 games back from a wild-card spot, it seems premature to write off the season entirely, but the reality is that 2026 isn't shaping up to be the year of the Tigers. The front office must confront this reality head-on and make decisions that could shape the future of the franchise. The spotlight is undoubtedly on Cy Young winner Tarik Skubal, a name that reverberates through the baseball world. Yet, let's not overlook Casey Mize, the former first overall pick who is having a standout year with a 2.95 ERA and a 2.77 FIP, all while facing an expiring contract at season's end. Mize's trajectory has been a roller coaster, marked by injuries that have limited him and led to uneven production over the years. For a number 1 overall pick, he has certainly not lived up to expectations. However, his current performance cannot be dismissed, and it has thrust him into the spotlight as a valuable trade asset. As we look ahead, the uncertainty surrounding the rotation is palpable. With both Skubal and Jack Flaherty approaching free agency, the Tigers are left with a host of unknowns. Sure, the emergence of Troy Melton and Kader Montero brings a degree of optimism, and Reese Olson has shown promise when healthy, but questions remain about what Jackson Jobe will become at the major league level. The Tigers have enough arms to fill a rotation but lack the proven talent necessary to be serious contenders. The potential trade of Mize must be weighed against the likelihood of re-signing him. Hitting free agency at 29 years old, he's poised to command a decent payday, perhaps even a shorter-term deal that would keep him in the mix. Consider the recent contracts handed out to pitchers like Luis Severino and Jack Flaherty. Mize's value is certainly on the rise. A 2- or a 3-year deal at an average annual value of $15 to $18 million seems reasonable, especially with financial flexibility coming into play. However, if the Tigers are hesitant about term, a qualifying offer could force a 1-year arrangement, allowing them to evaluate their young pitchers while maintaining veteran presence. This scenario is not merely about Mize's value, it's about the Tigers' long-term strategy. Keeping Mize on a short-term deal could serve as a bridge to where we want this rotation to be in 2027. If the young arms like Melton, Montero, Olson, and Jobe prove themselves worthy, Mize could then become trade bait or walk away after his contract. In either case, it's about positioning the team for future success. However, let's be clear, teams often struggle to part ways with high draft picks. Spencer Torkelson and Mize have yet to fully deliver on the promise that comes with their selections, and admitting failure can be tough for any organization. But the current front office did not draft Mize, making such a decision slightly easier, if not less contentious. When the Tigers selected Mize, he was seen as a cornerstone piece capable of propelling the franchise out of its rebuild. While the Tigers have made playoff appearances since then, Mize hasn't been a driving force behind that success. His tenure has been marred by injuries and sporadic production, leading to a mixed legacy. Yet, despite these setbacks, he had a solid 2025 season and is currently trending toward new career highs this year. If he continues on this path, the Tigers could find themselves in a position to trade him at peak value, or face the decision of whether to keep him around. The trade deadline landscape is murky this year, with many teams still in the playoff hunt, complicating predictions about who will be sellers. The clear candidates, such as the Rockies, Reds, Giants, Mets, Red Sox, Angels, and Royals, may not offer much in terms of starting pitching, which elevates Mize's value. The Tigers have an opportunity to capitalize on this situation, potentially trading Mize for a young player who can contribute in the coming years. On the horizon, the Cubs have recently suffered a significant setback in their rotation, and they possess the prospects that could entice the Tigers to part with Mize. Other teams like the A's, D-backs, and Blue Jays may also be interested, ensuring that there will be a market for a pitcher of Mize's caliber. The Tigers can't afford to miss this opportunity, especially considering the importance of building for 2027 and beyond. In conclusion, my stance is clear. The Tigers should trade Casey Mize. It's a decision that comes with its complexities, but capitalizing on his current value is undoubtedly the prudent move. While I've been a fan of Mize and recognize his talent, the Tigers must navigate this challenging period with a clear eye on the future. If moving Mize helps secure the necessary pieces to bolster the roster, then so be it. The Tigers find themselves at a pivotal juncture, and the decisions made in the coming weeks will have profound implications for the franchise. If you share my thoughts or have a different perspective, I want to hear from you. Comment below about your views on Mize, the Tigers, and what you think the team should do next. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all things Tigers as we navigate this critical phase of the season together.